During the 1960s, there was something called the Long Hot Summer Riots. In 1967 alone, there were 100 and something race riots all around the country. So Lyndon B. Johnson, he put together something called the Kerner Commission to try to figure out what was going on, why these riots were going on, why were black people tripping like this so hard, because black people normally wake up during the summertime. We feel a sense of our naturalness, so a lot of black people would wake up during the summer. So they wanted to figure out why black people were rioting at this time so much. So the Kerner Commission came up with the natural answer: black people were fed up with racism. But the government was basically like, okay, look, we've always been racist, so that ain't it. Why are they tripping now? So there was a guy named Moynihan, Senator Moynihan, who was also a sociologist. He came up with a theory, and he said basically, after the Civil Rights Act was signed, America kept making all of these promises to African American people that the government knew they weren't going to keep. They kept telling black people they're going to get equality, equal housing, equal jobs, fair this, equal that. And they knew they weren't going to keep these promises, and black people were getting frustrated and upset because those promises were not being met. So Moynihan came up with a solution. He said, let's put together a public policy called benign neglect. And benign neglect basically means, look, if we don't promise black folks stuff, they won't expect nothing, they can't get mad. So this benign neglect public policy is in place to this very day, and this is why African American issues are never discussed on a national level. And they talk about minority issues as if that's synonymous with African American, and it's not.